So Alex, 1-0 defeat on the opening game of the season to Lower Breck. I guess before we look at the game in general, it was an entertaining game, end to end. The first half was excellent from both sides, end to end. The second half sort of drifted a little bit, but thoughts on the game as a whole before we get into how we did.
That first half were a right battle. Said that at half time. Both teams going at it. It didn't have like the early season nerves that you sort of expected. I think both teams just went for it. Both keepers coming on with some really good saves. It was a really good game. I think thought second half. To be fair, I think probably had a different aspect of it. I think both teams started brightly second half. They've obviously got the goal, and then we've gone for it for the last half, and they've held on to it. So yeah, it was a great advert for the league. I just thought we've come out the wrong end of it, unfortunately.
One of them games where if you play like that week in week out, you're going to pick up points regardless through the season.
Yeah. I think it might feel worse as well because it's the first game of the season. It always losing the first game of the season, you always sort of feel more deflated in some respects. I think if we were to play like that for large parts of it, I think we created enough opportunities that we defended well for large parts of it, nullified their threats for large parts of it, but then exploited what we saw what we could exploit as well. But someone's just got to be a match winner, and that's just lacking at the minute.
I was just going to say, is that the difference in the sides today? Is I think Chirera played out wide, cutting a lot, and he takes his goal really, really well, but had a couple of other chances, just someone prepared to grab the game and take his chance.
That was it. I mean, he had a few other chances and didn't take them as well, but he took his chance. That was it. You know, we've had. I think Reese has had a big chance. G's had a big chance. Hobbs had a big chance. Jack Marrow's had a big chance. Grundy. I think Rumar cleared off the line at last seconds. And I'm probably missing a couple more then as well. So we need to find that element of taking the chance when it comes. But we also need to realise we've conceded a set piece last week, and we've conceded from our own set piece today. And they're two poor goals to concede, and they're two poor goals that can't be associated with us sort of moving forward, really, in reality. Yeah, you take your chances, but at the end of the day, don't concede. And that's some of the foundation that we had last year. But unfortunately, last two games, we've just sort of found ourselves conceding a couple of goals in like us. So yeah, we need people to step up both parts of the field and see what we can get from that.
You say it's taking chances and people taking chances. Is there a bit in there about last decision? Seems you mentioned a couple there where maybe they've had a shot and probably could have laid it across. Is that just a bit of ring rust? Is it something you agree with, I suppose?
I think in training, you were at training Thursday and you saw the finishing in the unit work that we did. The finishing was unreal. The finishing before the game was unreal. That's all good and well when there's not that element of pressure on it. I think we are creating enormous amounts of chances though. I think you can go both games this season, take pre-season out of it. Both games this season, we created enough first half last week. We've created more than enough today. So I think it's important that we don't have enormous knee-jerk reactions from it, because the foundations are there. We've conceded two poor goals, but I wouldn't say we've conceded an enormous amount of chances. We just need to step up and find that match winner. Essentially, we've got it within there. We've got it within the room, and we just need to find it. And someone's got to be willing to take the chance.
The good thing about August is you don't have to wait long to try and get things right.
Yeah.
Albeit it's not the place that you want to go to try and put things right. Going to Congleton on a Tuesday night. Thoughts on that one ahead of the game?
I know they've lost today. Never easy, but we keep needing to reaffirm it that Mosley's not easy. We're not an opposition that's easy to play against. We've got match winners within that dressing room. Away games in this league are tough, but we've also had some amazing away nights over the past few years that I've been in this league, and why can't Tuesday be another? And I think we've just got to reset and reevaluate a couple of things and be rational with decisions that we make on and off the pitch. I think I've got to be rational with some of the decisions I've got to make over the next couple of days and not emotional. And the lads have as well. It's all good and well being emotional and be screaming, I need need to take my chance and he's a bit devastated about it. No, what can happen now. So it's how we deal with it on Tuesday and how we deal with when the chances come. I mean, they will come on Tuesday. There are two ways around it. So yeah, it's a good test. I think they'll be up there again. I think Rich Duff is superb at what he's done. I'd go as far to say I thought they were the best coach side last year. I have no doubt they'll be the same that this year. They'll need to bounce back from a defeat just as we do. So I hope it's as good a game as what we've had or seen for the first 45, especially within that, and see what we can get out of it.
And obviously, you've had the squad over pre-season. You've done a lot of work with them, and you've narrowed it down to 2 players. Is there any incomings, outgoings coming forward in the next few weeks?
Yeah, there's one incoming. Will hopefully be announced in the next couple of days, all being well. And we'll be looking at options. From an outgoing perspective, I won't say at the moment. I think we're pretty comfortable where we're at with the squad. But yeah, there'll be one person to be announced in the next couple of days, hopefully. Yeah.
And we'll talk about it was a good game, and we'll take some of the negatives out today and some positives. But one of the biggest positives has to be Will Shepherd.
Yeah.
On the bench. I mean, you probably one of your biggest positives is you've not had to name 2 teenagers with no experience of playing men's football on the bench today. But Shepherd being in the bench and coming off speaking to him after it sounds unscathed. So that's got to be a real positive for you.
Yeah, massive. But I mean, what Will's been through over the past 9 months, I won't wish on anyone. The setbacks that he's had from probably no fault of his own, definitely no fault of how he applies himself within his rehab. You just want to put him on earlier, and I think that'll be the case over the next few weeks. We're desperate to put him on earlier, but we need to manage it appropriately and think that, how we make sure that by September, October time that Shep's the vice captain of the club and he's where he should be and he's where he needs to be on a regular basis. So we need to be patient with him. I thought he played with urgency. I think I loved the fact that the first thing that he did was that he smashed someone when he came on. Because when I came back from my knee first time, first thing I did was smash someone. And it's just that relief that you get up and you think, I'm actually all right. The leg's not going to fall off. So yeah, I'll med up for him in that respect. And I thought he grew into it. And it was just a shame that we've timetabled what Shep's return looks like, and we can't get more out of him. But over the coming weeks, we'll manage him appropriately and hopefully get what we need out of him.
Thanks for today, Alex, and see you on Tuesday.
Cheers, Adam.